everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm really excited to do a flip through of my Me, Myself, and I notebook. I'm really excited. I finished this on time and I wanted to share with you a flip through of the notebook. Now, I also wanted to share how I will be storing my notebook. I'm going to be using the Storyline Chapters album, and it's really pretty, so nice. I think I can fit a lot in here. And I have 2 notebooks in there that I haven't used yet because I bought like the whole pack thing. So I will definitely use it very soon. But we're going to go ahead and flip through my Me, Myself, and I project. Now, if you don't know what this project is all about, I will have the playlist linked up at the eye for you. But it's all about documenting yourself. We tend to forget to document ourselves. And I'm talking about more in detail. Like we have a few photos here and there in our project life and our traveler's notebooks, but we tend to forget to document the details, and that's what I wanted to do. Now I do have a prompt list for you to use to document yourself, and you can use that prompt list however you want. You can use it throughout the year and document yourself a certain month, maybe your birthday month. I decided to do it in January because it was my birthday month. So just have fun with it. I do have the prompt list linked down below in the description box, and you can find it on my Instagram, all the things, and on Pinterest. So anyways, let's get to it. Like I said, I do have a playlist, so if you missed out on any of the videos, you can check out that playlist. But I started by trimming down my notebook. Again, I'm using the Storyline Chapters from Heidi Swapp. I trimmed it down a little bit to have some space to add my title. I did back up the opposite page with some pattern paper, stamped out Me, Myself, and I, a few embellishments, and called it done. Now, I did stick down my prompt list at the end of my notebook, but I think I might rearrange things and stick it on the back cover. I should have done that from the get-go, but it's okay. Now, prompt number 1 was me, and I added some journaling. I went with a large photo. This notebook is all about me, so I thought it was fitting to start with a large photo of myself, and I really like these large photos in this notebook. I also made sure to add title for each prompt and my number for each day. And I created little clusters around my journaling, kept it simple. I really had fun with this notebook. I just kind of played with it, and whatever I wanted to do, I did. So if I wanted to go with a large photo, I did. A smaller photo, I did. Strips of photos. There is no right and wrong way to do this. I just had fun with it. And for sure, it was easy to put together. But you can also keep it cohesive and simple if you just want to get it done. Next up was prompt number 2, which was your favorite food. So I'm a huge foodie. I love food. And it was really hard for me to choose, but I did bring it down to 4. And I've been really enjoying adding smaller titles and like arrows pointing to the photos. You're going to see a lot of that in my journal today, but I really had fun doing that. And as you can see, I just added titles to my favorite food, just stamped out food. And I used these really beautiful vellum numbers from Studio Calico. I have a lot of those, and I just wanted to use them. And also in the beginning, I did add the dates for each prompt, and then I totally forgot to do that throughout my journal. I might go back and do that because I like that I added the dates. It's just a nice reminder kind of thing. But let's move on to prompt number 3, which is your fear. What do you fear? And that's something we tend not to journal about. So I kind of went deep in this, and I added my journaling. I stamped out fear, used that vellum numbers again, and I had these embellishments forever, so it was nice to be able to use them. What do you miss? I totally miss the beach. There's a lot of things I miss, but I just miss traveling and being at the beach, so I documented that, stamped beach, added my journaling, a little cluster of beach-related stamps and things like that, and stickers, and then my prompt, and called that one done. Number 5 was to document your favorite shows. I really had fun with this. I'm really enjoying this stamp set from Studio Calico. I think it's called Isabel, if I'm not mistaken, but I had fun with that. And then I kind of played around with my prompt number and added it in the TV set, which turned out pretty cool. So prompt number 6 is to document your best friend. I'm so grateful that I have really close women that I call friends. And I'm so grateful for them. So I'm not going to choose one. I had to add them all. And I went with my 2 middle school friends who, till today, we are besties. I love them to death. These girls, I tell them everything. They're like literally like my sisters. My 2 internet friends, or not internet friends, I met them through the internet, and they are my creative love. they always have my back when it comes to the community and the industry and helping me out creatively. I just love them to death. And then my sisters, of course, my sisters make it to my best friends because they are the bomb. And then I have my 2 friends that literally these 2 friends I met through my kids years ago, and our kids are still friends till today. They're besties and we are besties, and I just love them to death. So I just did a collage of photos of my best friends and then just stamped out a quote that I really, really loved. Ended up backing up my collage with this beautiful green pattern paper just to bring in some color to this layout. Okay, guys, so prompt number 7 is to document your favorite apps. I have loads of favorites, but I tried to choose just a few, and I used this outlined iPhone to add my apps in, and then some arrows so I can journal about each app. There's not a lot to say about each app. I just kind of added tidbits of what I use each app for, if that makes sense. And then I stamped favorite app, and I love the Wi-Fi signals that I added. That really added a little something to this very kind of modern looking layout. I just had fun with it. And I believe that's all the stamps I used here, I believe, are from Studio Calico, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I'll always try to link most of the products that I use throughout my notebook down in the description box for you. And also, if you check out my playlist, each video has all the information in the description box. Okay, so prompt number 8 is social media. And what I wanted to do with this prompt is document myself, where I started, where I'm at right now. I think that would be fun for people to kind of document their growth on social media. But I know a lot of people don't have like a social media presence, or they don't want to. So you could actually document your favorite influencers if you wanted to, someone who inspires you. So I just decided to document myself, added some journaling, my photo. I created these on Canva. I've been asked a lot about this spread, and I just took a screenshot of my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and then created this iPhone thing on Canva. It's really, really easy. Love how this turned out. I even trimmed down my page a little bit to add an interactive element. It's really cool. I had fun with this. And number 9 is to document your siblings, your pet, your kids, your husband, whoever you want. And I decided to go with my siblings because they mean the world to me. And I decided to go with a large photo here. So all I did was I backed up that page with some of my photo, and then the rest on the opposite side. That gave me some space to journal. I stamped "You're so weird, I love it." And I used a large number 9 to add my prompt number. Prompt number 10 is to document some things that upset you. And there's a lot of things that upset me, you guys. So I decided to go with a collage. And again, I went with that whole pointing to the photo with smaller titles. So I kind of documented the pandemic, rude people, having to stay 6 feet apart and not being able to hug family and friends and things like that. What's going on in Syria, my son never throwing away empty containers and leaving them in the fridge. And then I go to get some cheesecake and it's an empty container in my fridge. That upsets me. What happened at the Capitol, just things like that. I stamped "You've got to be kidding me, Smalls, give me a break" moments. And I love that I'm able to use my stamps to add these little titles. I just had so much fun creating this, and I just added my journaling, called prompt number 10 done. And we're moving on to 11, which is document what's in your bag. We tend to not notice how our bags change as we age and as our life changes. You know, if you saw my bag 16 years ago, it was full of diapers and milk and snacks for whichever kid, you know. But today, my bag is small. There's only essentials in there, and there's a mask in my bag. So this is something I definitely want to remember 3 years from now, because maybe in 3 years we won't have to be carrying around a mask. So I hope it's sooner than 3 years. But you know what I mean? Like little things like that, you want to remember them when you are documenting what's in your bag. I just used some alpha stickers to add titles to every little thing that's in my bag and added 11 and called it done. And I love this large photo. It just looks really cool. Okay, prompt number 12 is documenting your favorite clothes. I have a few favorites right now. Some of them are oldies that I love all the time and wear all the time, and some are new. So my Uggs are old, but I love them so much and I wear them every winter. No joke, almost every time I leave my home. They are just, I love them so much. And I have a gray pair, but these tan ones are my favorite. And then I have my camo sweater. Love this sweater. It's so comfy. I just really, really love this camo. And then we have my nicer cardigan. And this is like really soft, and I wear it when I want to look nice. And then, of course, my Stamp Addict t-shirt. Like once I launched it, I got some sweaters, and I'm so happy I added sweaters to my merch because they're so comfortable, so soft, and I literally wear them all day, every day. So those are my favorites right now. I just added labels up top in black and wrote over the labels with my white gel pen. And I also used Kelly Perky's wardrobe stamp set, and I stamped them up top, and I really like that little tidbit. That was fun to do. Stamped clothes, and of course using that same stamp set from Kelly. It's very snarky and I love it. And it said a classic like Clooney. Added that, and then my prompt and called it done. Prompt number 13 is to document what makes you happy. And this prompt was really easy for me because a lot of things make me happy, and I'm a very positive person. It's really hard for me to look at things negatively. Does that make sense? I really enjoy the little things, the big things, and I just enjoy life. I am always so grateful to be alive, honestly. So I just stamped out most of the things that make me happy that came to mind, like music, coffee, Skittles, craft, friends, books, my kids, my husband, home, stitch. You know, these are the things that make me happy. I just added a few hearts on the side, my prompt, and called it done. Then we're going to move on to prompt number 14. And I believe this one was what makes you cry. There's some things that make me cry for sure. So I added journaling. I created like a cluster of flowers on the side. I did trim down my page here. And I'm really enjoying these dots. If you've been watching my process videos, you know how much I'm obsessed over these washi dots. So I definitely kept it simple, and to kind of mimic this side of my spread, I did the same on the opposite side because it would have looked weird if I didn't back them up. So it still worked on the opposite side. This is what inspires you. I keep forgetting to add journaling to this spread, you guys, because I went through this at least 3 times to make sure everything's done, and I still forget about this. So now I have to add some journaling, but it's all about what inspires me. There's a lot of things that inspire me, so I wanted to add them, like strips of journaling down this photo, and I definitely will get to it, but nature is one of them. So that's why I added this photo. And there's my Uggs again, you guys. I told you I'm always wearing them. So prompt number 16 is your favorite thing to do. I love crafting. It's my favorite thing to do. So I went with crafting. I used those vellum numbers again. I had so much fun using those vellum numbers. I actually used a lot of them, but I also used some embellishments from Feed Your Craft. It was all about like documenting being a maker. Added some journaling and called it done. Prompt number 17, your favorite color. My favorite color is yellow. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's a happy color, and that's why I love it. So I just created a 4x4, I think, photo here of me just holding yellow pens and markers, and added my journaling on this yellow tag, backed it up with some beautiful pattern paper, stamped out yellow, calling it done. You really don't have to add much to your spreads to document little things about yourself. You know, you can just keep it simple or you can go all out, just have fun with it. As you can see, every spread looks different because I just created and I didn't care how it turned out. I just had fun with what I was documenting. So prompt number 18 is your favorite music. I am a music lover. I play the piano, and as a young adult, I played concerts. My first 2 years of college, I did music theory, but then I changed my major. That's a different story. It's a longer story for another day. But anyways, my kids love music. It's just our thing. There's always music playing in the house. So it was really hard for me to choose, but I went with these 6 for now. And I used Feed Your Crafts playlist stamp set to create my collage and my title and little tidbits. It was so much fun. I love that stamp set. It's a new favorite. Can't wait to use it again on a different spread. Okay, let's move on to prompt number 19, and it was document your morning routine. My morning routine is basically coffee, emails, replying to all the emails, work, all that good stuff. So I just added my journaling in this large coffee cup and stamped out morning with a coffee cup. I also found this embellishment from my Paper Person Shop kit, and I used it because it made sense, like my Monday through Sunday, and added that, kept it really simple, love the large photo. Then we're moving on to prompt number 20, which is self-care. And I just took a photo of the stuff I use for self-care, basically. And it's like my nails, shaving, the soap I use for my face and my body and things like that. Vitamin C, I love putting vitamin C on my face. I can see the difference. I've been doing it for like 2 years and you can really see the difference in your skin. And then like my favorite hand lotion, face lotion, all the good stuff, my mask, and just literally did that whole pointing to each thing using my alpha stickers to kind of add little titles to everything in my photo, stamped self-care and called it done. Sometimes the photo tells the story, you guys. So prompt number 21 is favorite treat. And my favorite is this ice cream from Ben & Jerry's. What I decided to do is I didn't need to journal because obviously we're talking about favorite treat and I had this large photo of my favorite treat. I just created a little cluster with my prompt number and I added fave treat. Now when I added my fave treat, I had it right above the lid. And I said in my video that I don't like it there because it blends in way too much. So a lot of my subscribers suggested that I move it down and add it to the lid. And you guys are awesome because that's what I did. It looked so much better. And this is why I love sharing online because you guys always give me the best tips. So thank you so much for that. Prompt number 22 is my birthday. So it was celebrate you or celebrate me. And I decided to celebrate myself because it was my birthday. And I obviously did that on purpose when I created the prompt list. But I had so much fun with this. Just added my journaling, added a photo of myself and how old I turned for that year. And just use, I think, Feed Your Crafts Celebrate kit to add the little cake and titles and little things like that. I just had fun with this one. And of course, there's those little dots, the washi tape dots. Love them, obsessed. Prompt number 23, your person. And my kids and husband are my people. So I'm not gonna end up choosing one person. I had to document them all because they are my people. And I just created a little cluster on the side. I didn't feel like I have to journal about my love for my kids and husband. I mention them all the time. They're in all my projects. So obviously it just makes sense and I didn't need to add any journaling. Prompt number 24 is home away from home. And I consider my parents' home away from home for me. I grew up there. I love them. I love that space. They always make me feel like I'm home. So I definitely wanted to document their home. I created this collage of the same picture of my parents' home, stamped home, added my journaling, and I created this little background myself with my inks and stamps. Really, really fun. And I did trim down my page to kind of create an interactive element. And then we're moving on to prompt number 25, which is bad habits. So I have plenty of bad habits, but one of them is wearing socks with holes. So Yes, I am airing my dirty laundry. So what I decided to do was to create this collage of the same photo and then stamped holes in the socks because that's what it is, you guys. And then you never go out of style. Really, like holes in the socks never go out of style. They're holy socks, you guys. And then I added the 25, what I wore, kept it simple. Love this so much. And I love that interactive element. Then we're moving on to prompt number 26, which is best thing about you. And I have plenty of those, believe me. So I kind of talked about my loyalty, my personality, my nails and hands. I get so many compliments about my hands and nails. And being a mother, I'm so proud of being a mother, and I think I'm a good mother. So I wanted to document those. I stamped me, myself, and I like right against my photo strip here, added some color with these puffy stickers, and I backed them up with this beautiful pattern paper just to kind of add some color and texture to my spread. Prompt number 27 is to document your partner. And I've known my husband for years, before we even got married. And he is my person. He's my partner. He's my everything. He just knows me. I get him. He gets me. And I did add like some journaling about the little things he does that makes me so happy and warms my heart. And there, when I say little things, I told you before, the little things are what makes me so happy. But anyways, I created these little leaves and added them to the side of my photo and then kind of made them merge into my journaling here. Backed up my photo with some pattern paper, keeping it very simple. I think I used a Studio Calico stamp set to stamp the my person, all about us, and our story. Prompt number 28 is document your favorite spot. And this little spot in my living room is my favorite spot. It's my go-to spot. I created a little flip pocket or a flip up. That's what it is. A flip up with my journaling. And I just love the blue in here and used these embellishments from Feed Your Craft. Added some stamping as well and called it done. Prompt number 29 is the internet made me do it. Basically, we're always on the internet, on social media. Sometimes we have FOMO. We see things that we want and we think we need. But I had that with my book of the month. I've been wanting to subscribe forever. And then my favorite person, one of my favorite people, got it as a birthday gift for me. And I was so excited. So I had to document it. Because you guys, if you watch booktubers, you know what I'm talking about. They all have the book of the month and I get so jelly. So I'm really excited that I'm a part of that right now. So I created a big collage here with 3x4s and I used my alpha stickers to add blame the internet and added this embellishment. This is from Feed Your Craft. Really love how this one turned out. It was so much fun putting it together. And then we have prompt number 30 is your go-to hairstyle. Mine is flat, thin, and that's my go-to. You can't do much with my hair, and that's okay. So I just stamped Hairtastic, added some yellow pattern behind my photo and my card, added my journaling to a card. I stamped this so adorable. It's a stamp set from Ellen Hudson. So I stamped that with the straight hairdo. I think it looked really cute. I really enjoy how that looks. And by the way, on the opposite page, I stamped some stars, and it's so funny, it kind of bled through, but it matches really well with my spread just because of the yellow. It's really funny. I don't know if you can see that. Prompt number 31 is to document your favorite book. So I created a strip of the same book, and my favorite book is 1,000 Splendid Suns. I love this book so much. And all I did was, oh, actually, this is what I did. I trimmed down 2 4x6s and added them behind my strip. I should probably back this up with something, but I just really thought it would make it pop. It would make the photo strip pop, and it turned out really cool and fun. And then I just added them in this pocket. I've had these pockets for years, and it was a great time to use it. And then decorated the pocket with some die cuts. These are from Feed Your Craft. It's an old kit. I don't believe it's available anymore. And then stamped favorite book. I love that stamp set. I think I mentioned it earlier. I think it's Isabel from Studio Calico, but it's a favorite. Kept it simple, stamped the stars. These are the stars I'm talking about, and they kind of seep through the opposite page, but I really like how that turned out. Now, I didn't want to end my project just with this spread, and that's why I decided to add the prompt lists here, but I think I'm going to reprint the prompt list again and add another one to the cover here. I think that would be smart. That way you have it at the beginning and the end, because again, I don't want to end my project with nothing, if that makes sense. But that's about it, you guys. I love how this project turned out. It was so much fun to put it together. It's nice and chunky. I had a blast. I never felt like I was overwhelmed or anything like that while I was creating. I think I worked on 4 days at a time, and I think that's a good tip to give if you don't feel like working every day in this project. But don't forget to use the hashtag me, myself, and I 2021 if you are working in this project, even if you're going to do it next month or the month after or throughout the year. Don't forget, you can still use that hashtag, because I check that hashtag all the time to make sure I see everybody else's projects. And I love looking through them. They're just beautiful. But anyways, you guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed watching this flip through. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.